Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to break down a complete roadmap designed to take you from just being degree ready to becoming truly industry ready. Let's jump right in.
Does this question hit a little too close to home? Yeah, if you're a pharmacy student, I bet you've asked yourself this exact thing. You're putting in the work, you're getting the degree, but you're probably wondering, what's actually next? What are the skills that will land you the career you really want? Well, that's exactly what we're going to map out together today.
All right, so first things first, we have to talk about a super important shift in your mindset. This whole first section is about really understanding the gap between just passing your exams and being ready for the professional world. Okay, let's really get into this. Think of your degree as the ticket that gets you into the stadium. That's it. It doesn't actually teach you how to play the game. Being industry ready means you have the practical, the technical, and yes, the soft skills that companies are looking for from day one. It's all about being able to hit the ground running and add value right away.
Now for the really good stuff. This is the heart of our explainer. We're going to break down the specific skill sets you need to be building tailored exactly for your degree, whether that's D.Pharm, B.Pharm, Pharm.D, or M.Pharm. This is your personal roadmap.
All right, first up, let's chat with all the D.Pharm students out there. Your path is super hands-on, right? You're looking at roles in retail, hospital pharmacies, or maybe those really competitive government pharmacist jobs.
So what's so great about this slide is how it lays everything out. Your hard skills, those are your non-negotiables. We're talking reading prescriptions, calculating dosages, knowing your way around dispensing software. But check out the soft skills. Being able to talk to patients with real confidence, that is just as crucial. And for upskilling, seriously, if you can master basic Excel and pharmacy billing software, you're going to stand out in interviews and on your first day. It's a huge advantage.
Okay, B.Pharm students, you're up. Your degree is basically a launchpad into a ton of different areas. Industry, marketing, research. So you have to be strategic about what skills you build. Look, before you even dream of specializing, you have to build this foundational toolkit. A rock-solid understanding of pharmacology and pharmaceutics, that's a given. But really mastering software like MS Excel for data analysis, or knowing how to properly search for literature on PubMed, these are the skills that make you a valuable team member from the minute you walk in the door.
This right here, this is where it gets real. These are your potential pathways. You drawn to pharmacovigilance? Then you need to know ICSR processing. That's individual case safety report processing. Thinking about clinical research? Then good clinical practice, or GCP guidelines, becomes your Bible. For regulatory affairs, it's all about dossier preparation. The big takeaway here, you got to pick a lane and you got to start building these specific skills early.
All right, let's switch gears and talk to our Pharm.D students. Your world is deeply clinical. It's all about the patient, so your skills have to reflect that high level of expertise.
For you, it's all about patient case analysis, medication therapy management, and being able to read and interpret lab reports. You are the clinical expert in the room. This means you not only know the drugs inside and out, but you also understand evidence-based medicine and can clearly explain your findings. And that's where a skill like medical writing becomes a secret weapon for your career.
And now, for our specialists, the M.Pharm students. You guys are the ones going deep. Your degree is all about focus, and your skills need to be at a seriously advanced level. For you, everything, and I mean everything, comes down to your specialization. If you're in pharmacology, you need hands-on skills like animal handling and knowing how to analyze data with software like SPSS. In pharmaceutics, you're dealing with advanced stuff like quality by design. And if you're in QA, you'll be living and breathing ICH. That's International Council for Harmonization, guidelines and validation protocols. You're being trained to be a true subject matter expert. Okay, so we've covered the skills for your specific degree. Now let's talk about leveling up. Let's look at some of the most exciting and high-paying non-clinical roles you can shoot for if you upskill the right way. The MSL role? This is a big one. You're essentially the scientific expert who acts as a bridge between a pharma company and the medical community. It takes a really deep understanding of a disease area, plus amazing communication and presentation skills, so you can talk with the top doctors in the field, the key opinion leaders, or KOLs.
HEO is all about proving a drug's value. It's not just about, hey, does this drug work? It's about, is it worth the money? This field is all about data. It requires sharp analytical skills to build economic models and study real-world evidence. It's a hugely important role in actually getting a drug to patients.
And you can't sleep on medical writing. Just think about it. Every single step in a drug's journey, from research to getting it approved to marketing it, all of it needs clear, precise, and perfect documentation. This is a critical skill, and believe me, great medical writers are always in demand. Okay, let's bring it home with our last section. Let's talk about the future. These are the skills that cut across all degrees. The toolkit that won't just get you your first job, but will make sure you have a long, successful, and adaptable career. I really cannot say this loudly enough. Just look at this list: communication, critical thinking, networking. You can be the smartest person in the room, but without these soft skills, your career is going to hit a ceiling, guaranteed. And optimizing your LinkedIn, that's not just a nice little tip anymore. It's a professional requirement. It's your resume, your network, and your first impression all rolled into one.
And listen, looking to the future, you just can't ignore the tech. To really be future-proof, you need to get comfortable with tools like these. Learning how to use AI for research, using Power BI to visualize data, even understanding the basics of machine learning. This is what's going to give you a massive competitive edge.
So, let's boil all of this down into one final, super clear roadmap. For D.Pharm, your focus is on mastering dispensing and nailing those government exams. B.Pharm, the key for you is to pick that industry path early on. Pharm.D, you need to double down on your clinical and research abilities. And M.Pharm, your entire goal is to become that data-driven, go-to specialist.
Whew! We have covered a ton of ground today, right? From hard skills to soft skills, career paths, the whole thing. But if you only take one single thing away from this entire explainer, what should it be?
It's this, right here. This is the whole point. Your degree gets your foot in the door, but it is the skills you purposefully build that will shape your entire career. Success isn't handed to you. It's built, skill by skill. So what's your next step? Where do you even begin? It's simple. Don't get overwhelmed. Just start small and be consistent. Pick one technical skill and one soft skill from the lists we talked about, and just focus on them for the next 3 months. That's it. That is how you start building your future and truly become industry ready. Thanks so much for joining me.